Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a Harvest Gold Western Electric 2554, or also known as a mini wall. And these were really good telephones. This is a final checkout video for this telephone, and there is an initial checkout of this telephone video. And this is Ken's telephone from New York. And when Ken sent this in, on the initial video, basically what happened was this modular port for the handset cord and for the handset was broke. And Ken was having some problems with his telephone. Sometimes it would get dial tone and sometimes it wouldn't, but that wasn't because of this plug. When he started to take the phone apart, that's when this modular port broke. And they have some age on them now, so what happens is they get brittle and they start to break apart. And so that has been replaced, and it was replaced on the initial checkout video. And once we replaced this on the initial checkout video, I showed that when you plug this telephone in, you were getting all kinds of electrical noise from the handset, and it was driving the analyzer crazy. It would seize the analyzer, and then it would release it. And the same thing with the telephone line. It would seize the telephone line and get dial tone for a second, or it wouldn't get any dial tone at all and just let it go. And it was doing all kinds of crazy things. So basically in that initial checkout video, I stated that we needed to troubleshoot the phone. Since we had the modular port for the handset replaced, we wanted to troubleshoot the phone and find out what was going on. And I had thought that it probably would be the hook switch, and so we did go into the hook switch and repair that, and then we cleaned it. So that won't be an issue any longer. Another thing that happened is the bell was loose, and so the linkage for the high and low setting on the bell was loose, and it wasn't. You weren't able to set the bell any longer. So basically what we're going to do is do some checkouts of this telephone, and we're going to go ahead. Now this telephone is not bridge rectifier protected, but since that wasn't the issue, and Ken's had this telephone probably plugged in where it was at for a long time, we're just going to leave that part of it alone. But I'm going to go ahead and make a phone call with it right now, give you some dial tone. And I'm going to call, say, a time and temp number.
Good afternoon. Shop our entire location online anytime at Offenburg.com. Today is Monday, October 10th. The time is 2:54. Current temperature 87 degrees. Now the weather forecast for the Belleville area. Mostly cloudy tonight, lows in the mid-50s. Partly sunny Tuesday, 30% chance of a shower and a thunderstorm, highs around 80.
Now another number I'm going to call is, I'm going to go ahead, give you some dial tone here. I'm going to call my number, and it'll be busy. And we'll call one other number, say like a Walmart number.
Thank you for calling Walmart.
So we know that the telephone is fine in dialing out. That was never the issue. But what was the issue was when we would lift up the receiver, the handset, basically we got all these funny kind of electrical noise, and sometimes it would work and most of the time it wouldn't. And that's exactly why Ken had started to take the telephone apart, and then that's when the modular port for the handset broke. And so that's all been repaired. The phone is repaired now at this point. What I want to do here is I'm going to take the telephone out of the regular telephone line, and I want to move it over here to the analyzer. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to do some checks on the bell, and we'll go through the numbers again. Kind of just check everything out like we always do, and make sure everything's just right. So I'm going to let that ring one more time, and I'm going to turn it down. And that's all the way down. And then I'll go all the way up. I'll go ahead and answer the phone and give you some dial tone. And if you watch, if you watch the analyzer here, I'll go through the numbers real quick. And I'm going to end in a 2. And then I'm going to speak or transmit into the handset. If you watch this red light here on the analyzer, that red light is for an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. And so we know the telephone is working properly. And I'm going to go ahead and hang the telephone up and let it seize the analyzer quite a few times here. And that's to kind of show you that it won't be an issue any longer with the hook switch, because that has been repaired and then it's been cleaned, and so that took care of that problem. But it was probably driving Ken a little batty, because he was getting dial tone sometimes, and other times it wasn't getting dial tone. It was probably also just causing him all kinds of problems. And so when you start taking something apart and something else breaks, well then it's like it's all falling apart. But he's all taken care of now. The phone is repaired. There is no bridge rectifier in this telephone, so if something happens to his polarity, it's not polarity protected, but that's never been an issue for him, and he has this telephone in one spot, and so we're not going to worry too much about that. If it becomes a situation in the future that it needs to be taken care of, well then we can always take care of it then. But at this point, in order to take care of the problems that he had, we did that, and that should be enough. But these 2554s, better known as mini walls, they were a really good telephone. This is the Harvest Gold, and they're pretty sought after telephones. These are a really good and well-made telephone, and Ken's probably going to be happy to get this telephone back. He's got a note here that we went over in the initial video about he's had this telephone since 81 or 82. So, he's had it a long time, and obviously he wants to hang on to it. And most people do. When they have a telephone that has some good quality behind it, they like to try to save the telephone or keep it. So, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. This is Ken's Telephone from New York. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.